All right, tough opponent tonight, obviously, and then you guys did make some mistakes as well. Was it more just playing, running into a buzzsaw, or was it more the errors that you guys made that cost you tonight?
I think it was just our errors. It honestly reminded me of the beginning of our season, hitting the ball out of bounds, trying to go over a block or beside a block instead of hitting it off of her hands. They tipped on us a lot, which we knew coming into this. We knew that they set their right side. They set all their hitters equally, which is not common in our conference. Our conference likes to feed their middle and outside. We did prepare for those things at practice, but you get in a habit of playing a certain way, and no matter how much you prepare, it still kind of throws you off. So I really think that them feeding their right side and their middle at the first two sets, just tipping towards our setter, and us not getting those short balls is what got us behind, and it was hard to get out of that hole.
And then the third set, you guys beat them pretty good, 25-14. So obviously played a lot better in the third, but also showed it could be done as well.
Right.
What changed in the third that allowed you guys to do that?
Our outsides just started hitting across. I mean, we had been saying that for most of the saying is their defense is set up just like Whitehall's defense was. And in that third set, our outside hitters played like they played against Whitehall. We hit hard cross, aiming for that 10-foot line, and we found the floor. And in that third game, it was real competitive. We started to get behind. I think my girls started playing safe. They weren't as aggressive hitting that hard cross. And honestly, my outsides, that's their best spot is hard cross. But they saw that big hole in the back middle. They kept aiming for it, and that's just not our spot. And we kept hitting it out, or we kept getting blocked, aiming for that big hole. And no matter how much I said, just aim for them. I don't care if they're in our coverage. Aim for them. They can make a mistake. Instead of trying to aim for that hole and us hitting it out, put the ball in their hands, force them to make a mistake. And I think they were just a little intimidated to hit the ball straight at them.
And then fourth set, was that kind of just more of the same from the first two?
Yeah, just as soon as we get behind, they like to play safe. They kind of rein it back in, which you think would be a good thing, but that's just not how we play. It's not how we play successfully. Mm-hmm. They've got to go 110%, and they've got to push. They've got to play aggressively. That's how we play best. So when we met that challenge, it just slowed us down. They took up the pace of the game. They play a fast game. They've got a fast offense, and we're not keeping up. We were not keeping up. You saw we sent back over a lot of free balls, especially on serve receive, which is not common for us this season. Normally we have really good serve receive, and I think it was just all to being safe. Normally you'll see our outside backs and our libero swinging a lot, and I don't think our libero got a single kill all game. Just a little too safe to come out with a win.
And as it's getting louder in here,
Yeah.
It actually was a good segue. Before we started this video, it was an even longer and louder applause as the team went back in the gym.
Right.
How cool is that I mean, it's just parents that are here
Yes.
because of the times we're in, but that they're able to give the kids that recognition,
Right.
even after a loss here in the playoffs.
I tell them, unless you actually win state playoffs, your season ends in a loss. And that sucks. I mean, it sucks for anybody. So it's hard for them to recognize the success that they had this season. The best season that they've had in 10 years. They haven't won a conference championship. And maybe tomorrow or next week, they'll be proud of what they've done. But I know tonight, just having somebody else cheer for them and tell them that they've done a good job, it really helps. Because this loss, they're really down on themselves. So having anybody here, telling them you did a great job, cheering for them, it helps.